Hey guys, we're here today to do another Wi-Fi battle. Today we're taking on my good pal Braeden. So hope you guys enjoy. If you do, leave a like below and subscribe for more. Go to this timestamp up here if you want to skip to the battle. And with that said, let's get right into it. So today I'm going to be covering my Nidoking team actually. This one's off of a sample team because I wanted to showcase Nidoking, as you guys heard in yesterday's video when I did the Gardevoir team. I wanted to showcase both, but I didn't think I could do Nidoking justice at least. So I found a team that had, in my opinion, done it justice. And I think that you guys will be happy with this one. So we have Life Orb, Sheer Force, Nidoking first with Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, and Earth Power. Nidoking is just a phenomenal breaker in this tier, and with our next Pokemon, this should be very easy to overcome, probably its biggest issue being its speed. The next Pokemon on the team, the best lead of all time, is back. This time we have a Sash Smeargle team with Sticky Web, Spore, Stealth Rock, and Nuzzle. The plan is basically in most games to go for Spore, then Webs, then Rocks. However, depending on the team, we might not even need to go for that. It really just depends, but this is basically OU's greatest suicide lead in my opinion. So yeah, we're just sort of here. We have Mew next, one of the best abusers of Webs in my opinion, besides Nidoking, with Thunderbolt, Psychic, Fire Blast, and Nasty Plot. Basically just a max speed Mew. This coverage honestly hits everything viable right now pretty perfectly. A few things you just hit neutrally, things obviously like Mew for example, but you kind of just have to cut your losses somewhere because the coverage can only hit everything so perfectly. But honestly, this set in my opinion is just a really good sweeper on this team because we pair it with things such as T-Tar for Psychics, or let's say we pair with things such as Nidoking that can Ice Beam past Gliscor, or even just Azu as well. Which, speaking of, we have Belly Drum Azu in this team. One of the very quickest snowball mons I've ever seen besides Magearna, with Belly Drum, Waterfall, Play Rough, and Aqua Jet. Really good, honestly, on this team because of the fact that you get a lot more opportunities to click Play Rough against Pokemon. For example, if let's say my opponent has a Breloom and their Sash is broken, if they're Sash Breloom, or they're just a defensive Breloom, and Webs are up either way, we can just go for playoff now if Webs are up, whereas we can't do that before. And obviously Breloom is just one Pokemon, but it's one Pokemon that can Spore us, that can go for Seed Bomb, it can do a lot of things to stop a sweep. And it's not just Breloom, this is great for outpacing things like, for example, non-sturdy Magnezomes. So in general, the Webs do help significantly with this Pokemon really tearing teams. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We have T-Tar up next, which has a Lumberry with Dragonite, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Crunch. Very offensive T-Tar. I personally love Dragonite's Tyranitar because it feels like every single time that people see Tyranitar, they think, oh, this is the Lottie switch-in. No, this is the Pokemon that sets up on your Lottie and takes advantage and sweeps you. That's what this T-Tar's job is, and it's really good at it. Between Crunch, Earthquake, and Stone Edge, there's very few Pokemon that we don't hit. Things like Skarmory, which we have Nidoking and Mew for. Things like Gliscor, which again we have Nidoking and Azu for. So in general, this is just a really good sweeper in my opinion. Very, very scared of fighting types. We do have Nidoking and Mew and Azu, all of which complement this pretty well. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping for a T-Tar sweep, but we'll have to see. Finally on the team, we have Lucario, the movie star itself with Life Orb. We have Sword Stance, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, and E-Speed, and Close Combat. Basically just meant to be a Life Orb Pokemon, great Dark Killer, which is very useful between the fact that we have a Mew and also T-Tar, which just doesn't necessarily damage other T-Tars well outside of Earthquake. But to be fair, Earthquake should do a good amount of damage to it. But obviously this is just a cleaner way to kill it. We don't need Dragons up to guarantee outpace it. And in general, this is also just a really good option to kill fairies, which again, Pokemon such as T-Tar really benefit from. Though we do have a really good fairy killer as well in Nidoking, so it's not the end of the world, but Clefable is just such a dominant Pokemon, I would rather have a backup. The priority is also really good in case if we find a flying type, such as, for example, a Togekiss, which especially this Pokemon is very useful for. Scarf Togekiss doesn't really do much to us. So yeah, with that said though, that is the team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let's get right to the battle. And we're here with the battle portion of our battle. We're taking on Braeden today, and he brings a very fat team. Oh my god. Okay, this will be very interesting. A couple things to note. Luckily, we don't actually probably need Webs here. However, I can really just still use this for a rocker. I am still 100% going to lead off with Masha though. Two, I think that Mew is probably our win con here. If not Mew, then I'll probably go with... I can totally see Nidoking as well being a really good win con. It's just going to kind of depend. This is the Nidoking portion, by the way, of the team for that commenter from yesterday's battle, who I mentioned. As I said, I had a more, I think I mentioned it there, but I had a more Nidoking focused team already planned, and it's this one. It's a sample team, as I mentioned in the team builder, but it's just a really fun team. So, luckily what I can actually do here, I can just go for a Stealth Rocks, because this is most likely going to be a Sash Spore lead, and I can get up my Rocks and then not really mind Breloom for the rest of the game. Because Breloom can't put another Pokemon to sleep, and not only that, but I don't really care about Smeargle at this point. Smeargle did its job, it got up Rocks. That's all I need it for. So what I think I'm actually going to do here is, we see it's Poison Heal actually. It's Spore Poison Heal lead, so very good bluff actually by Braeden. because I anticipated this was Sash. However, no longer scared of this Pokemon, I can just go right into Mew. I don't have any reason to not go into Mew at this point, because even if Drapion doubles in, my play here is Fire Blast. It's not Psychic, actually, it's Fire Blast. There's no real switching that Braeden actually can make that would still matter, because even if Braeden goes into something like Slowbro, I Thunderbolt at the turn after. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to click Fire Blast, and I'm also going to open up a notepad, because I always am so bad about this. It's Breloom, Drapion, Gliscor, Slowbro, and then I'll remember the other two when they come up. But I'm going to click Fire Blast, though. This stops Drapion from coming in on a Psychic, and this means that I can still get some damage off. I can also potentially burn Drapion, which would be even greater. So we'll see what happens here. So Scizor actually comes in. I forgot about the Scizor. I totally made this play for Drapion because I didn't want it to be immune to Psychic, but I'll take it too. Like, this is still really good for us actually killing a Scizor, because this opens up potential for T-Tar to sweep actually. Because realistically, the only Pokemon now stopping T-Tar is Gliscor. So this game got a lot more interesting. We have another Wincon now. So we do still need Breloom gone, obviously, for T-Tar. I still think a Mew is the safer Wincon, to be fair, but we do just have another option as well. So let's see. What can I go for here? In terms of my switching here, I think I kind of have to go hard out into... this is kind of, I guess, an issue, because we didn't end up going for webs, we went for rocks. So Drapion is like the one exception to that rule. However, I'm still not overly concerned with it. What I think I can actually do, I can probably go into Smeargle, and I can sack it off. Then I can go to T-Tar and Dragonets. So I think that is what I'm going to do, because I don't really have a better play than that, I'll be honest. And again, Smeargle's sort of just here to exist. If I wake up, then even better, but I kind of need to make sure that this doesn't attack me. So it goes for knockoff, yeah, okay. So this is definitely going to just pick me off. Assuming it is faster, of course, it's going to pick me off. Otherwise, I mean, maybe I'd wake up. But yeah, we're just going to take ourselves out at this point. Perfectly fine. Smeargle was meant to be the sack. So we've not seen an item yet, so I'm going to be inclined to believe that this is maybe choiced. But it could obviously be a lot of different things. I think we would have obviously seen Black Sludge or Leftovers, though, because we do have rocks. So because we have not seen those, I'm going to play as if this is Banded. Because it's either probably Banded or Resist Berry, if I had to guess. So I'm going to go, or it could be Scope Lens too, actually, to be fair. That is not something to mess around with, because Scope Lens could be threatening with Sniper. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to click Raw Earthquake here. If Gliscor comes in, that's perfectly fine. I don't really have a reason to not click EQ on this Pokemon, though. Because I do actually have a really good switch into Gliscor. Albeit not a great resist. I do have a good switch in, though, because I can switch in a Azumarill. And what a Azumarill will do is Azumarill gives me a really, really free liquid... probably... It depends on how much damage I take, actually. But I do have options with Azumarill, for sure, though. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hard into Azu. So, what Azu will do is, with Azumarill, I can probably go for a Belly Drum, but at the very bare minimum, I can go for... Actually, I might go for Play Rough. Because I'm thinking with Azu, since that is a Poison Heal Breloom, I could be potentially threatened by Breloom coming in hard on the Belly Drum and then going for Seed Bomb, which could actually be terrifying. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to click Play Rough here. So, we're going to click Play Rough. If we can catch the Breloom, then we could potentially win with the Azumarill, but for now, I do kind of need to hope that he makes an aggressive double. So, Slowbro comes in. Actually, that is fine too. Slowbro, albeit, will take this hit really well. It's probably going to take about 30-ish%, but that's not the end of the world, to be honest. Yeah, it took even less. Okay, unfortunate. So we have our Citrus Berry Pop at least, so thankfully the Sand did help with that. This Pokemon is a bit scary, unless we can get Mew set up with a Nasty Plot, but again, I'm not too concerned, because what I think I'm going to do, I think I might actually Belly Drum on this, on a double. No, Braeden hasn't really been making doubles, there's no reason to play off of that. So instead, what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to go hard into T-Tar. Because T-Tar, I can click Crunch now. Now that Gliscor is not in, I can click Crunch in case of that doubles in. You see that Breloom did not come in hard on us, so I'm perfectly fine with just making this play. And just going for the Crunch. Even still, Crunch is probably my best case scenario against Breloom. Besides, well actually, it's probably my worst case against Breloom. But it's not the end of the world. With our Lumberry as well intact, I don't even mind making this aggressive double. Because even if the burn pops, we're still fine. So, I'm hoping this actually does force Braeden to switch. Because if we can even just get some chip on Breloom, we could allow in Mew easier and go for a Nasty Plot. Actually, no, we can't, because Breloom can go for Spore. I might just need to kill Breloom off, but it's fine. I'm gonna go for Crunch here. I think a Crunch is definitely my safest play because, again, I'm still trying to open up for, I might even just, might sack Azu. I think I might sack Azu ultimately because it's Slowbro, Gliscor, Drapion, Breloom, and then one other Pokemon. And I think that Azu is probably my least expendable no matter what that other Pokemon is. There's nothing really that it offers to this team. It's a Breloom. Yep, Breloom does come in now. Good to know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into... Azu. I don't really want Mew getting status, just the issue. I could also go into Nidoking, but Nidoking is again really good here. I could actually stack Lucario, now that I'm thinking about it. Because Lucario doesn't really do anything this game. I gotta remember what that 6th Pokemon was. What was that 6th Mon? What was the 6th Mon? You know what? It doesn't really matter, because again, Nidoking Mew should be able to handle everything else. So I'm actually gonna go hard in Lucario right now. And if he goes for a fighting attack and just tries to take me out, perfectly fine. I don't mind that. I don't even know if Mach Punch will kill because it is Poison Heal Breloom. So it would probably need to click Drain Punch here or Focus Punch. So he goes for Spore. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Then yeah, I think I'm just going to go hard Mew now because it's probably going to click a fighting move. If he clicks Seed Bomb, that's fine. I don't mind that. If he clicks Facade as well, it's fine. I don't mind that. Albeit I think Facade would be a bit of a weird click, but it's not the end of the world. We saw this wasn't even really doing much damage to Mew with Seed Bomb. So I feel pretty safe to just go into Mew here and then just click. Probably just Nasty Plot, I think. But it really just depends on what he clicks this turn. So he goes for Mach Punch, actually. It's beautiful. Okay, so with Mach Punch, I can probably click Nasty Plot. However, I do want to Calc Out versus Drapion. I think I'm going to Calc Out versus just a bulky Drapion. Just to be safe. If I can at least do like 60%, I think I'll take the risk. Let's see, so Mew. So we are a Nasty Plot Mew versus Drapion. Oh, we do a lot of damage, actually. So even versus max HP, we should be able to take out this. So I'm going to go for Nasty Plot this turn. So Drapion should take a lot of damage. If it's Spadef, it literally need to be Spadef. But I don't think it would have gotten as good of a roll as it did with knockoff so far. So Clefable came in. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So let's see. So do we think this is unaware Clefable? I don't think we have any reason to believe it's unaware so far. How much does... I'm assuming this is Fizdef Clefable. Fizdef is the more common spread. I will calc for Fizdef because until Garchomp gets banned, I'm not calculating for any other Clefable, I'll be honest. Unless it's me who's using it. So, let's see. So we should do around 60-ish%. I think I'm willing to take the T-Wave risk here, personally. Because Clefable could at least get broken pretty well. And I'll definitely take that. So Clefable took a lot of damage there. Beautiful. Okay. So Clefable should definitely not kill us here. I would say even a crit wouldn't have. That -1 is a bit annoying, actually, because this does mean we'll actually be forced out against Drapion. However, it's still really not the end of the world. I can't actually go for a Nasty Plot on this because I would potentially die. So I can't really risk that. Also, it would put me in Breloom Mach Punch range anyway, and I can't really allow that to happen either. So, I guess... Okay. So the fact that Drapion wasn't the immediate switch in here leads me to believe it's not a bulky Drapion. So how much does a +1 Fire Blast do? 68 to 81. We could roll that. We could roll that after Rocks. So I think I might actually go for that. Because I still have Nidoking, and Nidoking could still sweep this team pretty easily. Actually, I don't know if I feel confident in that. No, we still have Azu as well. We still have Azu as well. So I think with the backup of Azu, I feel confident in going for this Flamethrower. This Fire Blast. So we just need to kill. We need the roll. Albeit it is a roll. Okay, that's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're at the very least opening up for Azu to just Aqua Jet here. And Drapion dies to, it just dies no matter what. So we're just going to go for Aqua Jet. Because even if my opponent switches here, I'm perfectly fine with this because they're, of course, going to just take Rocks and then they're losing their Drapion. So I'm just going to go for Jet here. There's no reason to risk the Poison Jab in case of the fact that this isn't choiced. Though, to be fair, I am kind of assuming it is choiced. I cannot really risk, though. Because they could just outright say an attack. So, we're taking out the Drapion now. At this point, it is just Breloom, Gliscor, and Slowbro left. So Breloom does come in this turn. Luckily, my opponent cannot go for a Spore because of Sleep Claws. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm actually going to switch out here. I'm going to switch out into Nidoking hard. because we weren't seeing this Braeden do much damage to Mew, and our Mew is very frail. So I'm assuming this Braeden cannot kill us. I'm gonna really hope this Braeden cannot kill us. I feel like there's no way that Braeden kills it with a neutral hit. Yeah, C-Bomb shouldn't do shit if it's not offensive. Okay, so yeah, so this is probably just at best defensive Braeden, which is really good for us, actually. In terms of what I'm gonna do here, I would assume this is, I'm gonna kind of hope this is his death. I'll be honest, I think that, so I think that playing off the fact that this could be a Fizz Def Braeden ultimately gives me the best out, I'm not gonna lie. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We can roll it, we can roll Spit F anyway. So I'm gonna click Ice Beam in case of Gliscor coming in, was the big reason. Because I can T-Bolt Slowbro pretty easily. And then for Braeden at the very least, I still have this. So if Gliscor comes in next, I can't really risk that because of how my opponent has been playing this. Okay. So Slowbro. For Slowbro, I think I'm just gonna click Sludge Wave because if nothing else, it's at least not a free turn for Gliscor. So I think I kind of have to do that because I need to also have something that's gonna damage Slowbro really well. So this Sludge Wave should kill. This should definitely kill. Okay, beautiful. Slowbro is gone. So this does open up Azu at the very least in the end. Albeit, I do need to make sure that the Braeden is taken care of. But I can preserve Nidoking for this. Because I have no reason right now to just sack or even risk the speed tier. Because we don't know if this is Jolly yet. And personally, if it was me, I would be creeping this Mon at least. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to sack T-Tar. Because T-Tar doesn't offer us anything at this point. There's no world where I'm ever setting up a T-Tar at this point. So I'm perfectly fine letting it go. Because even versus like a no defense Gliscor, I mean, it wouldn't kill us to be fair. But I'm also not going to pressure it either. I would need to be adamant banded T-Tar to even immediately pressure this Pokemon. And even still, Earthquake could just roll us. Or if it's offensive Gliscor, just kill us anyway. So, and to be fair, when I say roll us, that's a very, very easy roll for T-Tar to lose, sadly. So, yeah, we have Ozzy, though, which can just come in and click Waterfall. Yeah, I'm just gonna let Ozzy come in and click Waterfall, I think, personally. Actually, hold on. How much does it do? Azumarill. So, Playoff could do a lot of damage, to be fair. But I don't know if I can really risk that. I'm definitely not going to click Belly Jump here. So, I think what I'm going to do... I think I'm going to click Playoff, actually. Playoff into Jet. I feel like Playoff into Jet is still fine. I feel like there's... Like, he's been switching every single time we bring this Pokemon in. I feel like the Braeden is the switch in here. He stays in. Ah, fuck! I got cocky. I got very cocky. Oh, no. Okay. Please don't be bulky. Please don't be bulky. Oh, fuck. No, that's really bulky. Okay, I think I might have choked. I might have choked that. Oh, if this is fast Gliscor, I think he wins. Okay. I'm gonna go for Jet here. Just to get some damage off. Okay. So. Can Nidoking die? It's actually not favorable. This is because that was definitely pretty defensive damage. That doesn't look favorable. We might be able to take this. Because we're still, I believe we're still at full on Nidoking. No, fuck, we took too much damage. Okay. How much does Lucario take? Because I might need to fish for... Lucario should pretty much guarantee die. Fuck, okay. Alright, we're gonna hope this is not Jolly. If it's really fast, to be fair, this would need to be a very fast set. But if it's not very fast... let's see, how much speed does this actually need to outpace? Because I am kind of curious. So actually, because I think, are we modest on this? Well, it doesn't even matter. My play is always just to click the Ice Beam here. I kind of need to just click the Ice Beam and just hope. Yes! Okay, thank God we outpaced. Okay, so he really just tried to bluff that, which to be fair, is really his only play at this point. Oh my God, okay, very good game. Holy shit, Braeden. You really got me there. I was genuinely thinking we might have lost. But okay, I'll take that. Because Braeden now I can Sludge Wave it, and there's no reason that I ever don't just go for Sludge Wave this turn. Because Braeden is now, yeah, it's pretty much at full, sure. But even if this is max Spit F, I guarantee kill with Sludge Wave. And I just don't guarantee the kill with Ice Beam. And in case he had Facade, which there's no guarantee he had, he never clicked it, to be fair. But in case he had it, I could have thrown the game right there. So very good game to Braeden though. Make sure to check him out. I'm gonna link his stuff down below, assuming that he wants me to. I believe he has a channel, so obviously make sure you guys go and watch his content. If you guys enjoyed though, leave a like below and subscribe for more. We'll see you guys in the next battle. Until then, peace out, guys.